Today we're diving into a fascinating topic, how to navigate complex situations within organizations, and the role of observation and reflection. It's about how sometimes it's not just about reacting, but understanding and learning from what's happening around us. What do you think, B?
Exactly, A. It's like you're in an organization, you witness something, but as a member, you can't just immediately report it. There's this unspoken rule, right? You observe, wait for the right moment, and let time unfold things. Because even if you don't act now, eventually the truth will come out.
Right? So it's almost like a test of patience, but the thing is, if you act too soon, you might not get the full picture, and that could backfire. I've seen situations where people jump the gun, and in the end, they regret it because the situation wasn't as clear as they thought.
Exactly. And there's this concept of energy in the organization, like a current flowing through it. Even if you expose someone's wrongdoings, if the overall energy of the place isn't addressed, it's just a cycle repeating itself. It's more about understanding the flow and timing, isn't it?
Totally. It's like a ripple effect. One person's action might seem isolated, but if the overall environment isn't dealt with, another person will do the same thing. It's about how you channel the energy, not just exposing it. But then, how do you know when to act? At what point does observation turn into action?
It's about noticing the subtle signs. When you observe things happening and understand the underlying patterns, you get to a point where it's clear that something needs to be done. But if you're still uncertain, you take a step back, reflect, and allow yourself to learn from the situation. It's all about timing and wisdom.
So it's almost like the more you know, the less you need to react immediately. You wait until it's the right moment to step in. In a way, it's like this delayed gratification, but for personal growth and the collective good of the group.
Exactly. It's about balance. You don't rush into things, but you also don't let the situation spiral out of control. You learn, and by learning, you give yourself the ability to influence the situation positively when the time comes.
So, if we take it to a personal level, it's the idea of not rushing into judgment. But also, if you're too passive, then you let things continue unchecked. It's like striking that perfect balance between being an active observer and knowing when to step in and take action.
Absolutely. And sometimes when you step in, it's not about calling out someone's mistakes, but more about guiding them to reflect on their actions. It's like a process of self-realization. And once they realize the consequences of their actions, they change without needing a forceful intervention.
That's the key, isn't it? The moment someone realizes their actions are part of a bigger pattern, they're more likely to change. It's all about raising awareness without directly imposing on them. But this requires a lot of patience and wisdom. It's not an easy thing to do, especially in an organization.
Exactly, and that's where the understanding of energy plays a huge role. It's not just about calling people out, but understanding why they do what they do. When you understand the system, you can work within it to make it better, instead of just trying to force change.
So, to wrap up, it's about understanding the bigger picture, observing the dynamics around you, and knowing when to act and when to step back. You're not just reacting, you're using insight and timing to create a lasting impact.
Exactly. And the more you learn from your surroundings, the better equipped you are to influence change in a positive way. It's all about balance, observation, and understanding the timing of things.